Hey there, science fans! Welcome to another exciting journey into the world of plant science. Today, we're diving into the amazing world of plant tissue culture. This fascinating technique allows us to grow plants in a controlled, sterile environment, ensuring they thrive without the usual challenges they face in nature. It's like having a tiny plant factory right in your own lab. Imagine being able to produce hundreds or even thousands of plants from just a small piece of plant tissue. But first things first, we need to find the perfect spot to set up our lab. The location of your plant tissue culture lab is crucial for the success of your plant nursery. We want to keep our tiny plants safe from contamination, which means keeping them away from dust, mold, and other microscopic troublemakers. Contamination can be a major setback, so a clean environment is non-negotiable. The best place for our lab is a room that's easy to clean and doesn't have a lot of foot traffic. High traffic areas can bring in contaminants and disrupt the sterile conditions we need. Think of it like this: we're creating a safe and sterile environment for our plants to grow big and strong. Just like a nursery for babies, our plant nursery needs to be a haven of cleanliness and order. We also want to make sure our lab has good ventilation. Proper air circulation is essential to prevent the buildup of harmful particles and to maintain a healthy environment for our plants. This will help to keep the air clean and free of any unwanted particles. Air filtration systems can be a great addition to ensure the air quality remains top-notch. A well-ventilated lab is a happy lab for both plants and scientists. When the air is clean and fresh, plants can photosynthesize more efficiently, and scientists can work in a comfortable and healthy environment. Another important factor to consider is the layout of your lab. Organizing your workspace efficiently can make a huge difference in your daily operations. Designate specific areas for different activities, such as media preparation, sterilization, and plant culture. Sterilization is a key step in plant tissue culture. Using equipment like autoclaves to sterilize your tools and media ensures that no unwanted microorganisms can interfere with your plant growth. Preparing culture media with the right nutrients is also crucial. The media provides the essential nutrients that the plant tissues need to grow and develop. Make sure to follow precise recipes and maintain consistency in your preparations. Labeling and organizing your culture containers can help you keep track of different plant species and their growth stages. This organization will save you time and prevent mix-ups in your experiments. Regular monitoring of your plant cultures is essential. Keep detailed records of their growth, any signs of contamination, and the overall health of the plants. This data will help you make informed decisions and improve your techniques over time. With the right setup, your plant tissue culture lab can become a powerhouse of plant production. By maintaining a clean, organized, and well-ventilated environment, you'll be well on your way to growing healthy, robust plants. So, let's get started on creating the perfect spot for your plant nursery. Happy growing, and may your plants thrive and flourish. Now that we've found the perfect spot, it's time to dive into the specifics of setting up our plant lab. Let's talk about the different areas we need in our plant lab to ensure everything runs smoothly and efficiently. Just like a house has different rooms for different purposes, our lab will have separate areas to keep things organized and prevent contamination. Each area will serve a unique function, ensuring that our plants get the best care possible and that our experiments yield accurate results.
First, we have the quarantine room. This is a crucial space in our lab. This is where new plants will hang out for a bit, so we can make sure they're healthy and free of any pests or diseases. It's like a checkup room for our plant friends. Here we can closely monitor the plants for any signs of trouble before they join the rest of the lab.
Next up is the washing room. This is an essential part of our lab. This is where we'll give our tools, glassware, and even our hands a good scrub to get rid of any unwanted microbes. Cleanliness is key in any lab setting. By maintaining a sterile environment, we can prevent cross-contamination and ensure the integrity of our experiments.
We'll also need a special room for preparing the plant food or media. This is where the magic happens. This room should be super clean. just like the washing room. The media preparation room is where we mix the nutrients that our plants need to thrive. Precision is crucial here, as the right balance of nutrients can make all the difference in plant growth and health.
And finally, we need a dedicated space for transferring our tiny plants, a transfer room. This is where we handle the delicate process of moving plants from one stage of growth to another. More on that later. Each of these rooms plays a vital role in the overall success of our plant lab. By having designated areas for specific tasks, we can maintain a high level of organization and efficiency. This setup not only helps in keeping our plants healthy, but also ensures that our research and experiments are conducted in a controlled and systematic manner. Collaboration and communication between these different areas are essential. Each room is a piece of the puzzle, contributing to the bigger picture of our plant lab's success. As we move forward, we'll dive deeper into the specific functions and best practices for each of these rooms. Stay tuned for more detailed insights on how to make the most out of our plant lab setup. With the right organization and attention to detail, our plant lab will be a thriving hub of scientific discovery and innovation. Now that we have our lab space all mapped out, let's talk about the tools we need to make it a success. Remember, cleanliness is key in plant tissue culture, so many of our tools are designed to help us maintain a sterile environment.
One of the most important pieces of equipment is the autoclave. It's like a giant pressure cooker that uses high heat and steam to sterilize our tools and equipment.
We also need laminar flow hoods, which are like mini clean rooms that blow filtered air to prevent contamination while we're working with our plants.
Of course, we'll also need the usual lab suspects: microscopes to observe our tiny plants, petri dishes and flasks to grow them in, and incubators to keep them warm and cozy.
Section 4. Building a special room for moving plants. This section is crucial for anyone looking to maintain a sterile environment for their plant cultures. Remember the transfer room we talked about earlier? It's not just any room. It's a meticulously designed space that ensures our plants are moved without any risk of contamination.
This room is super important because it acts as a buffer zone between the outside world and our clean culture areas. Think of it as a gateway that filters out impurities and maintains the integrity of our plant cultures. We want to minimize the risk of contamination when we're moving our plants around. Contamination can come from various sources like dust, bacteria, or even mold spores, and it can severely affect the health of our plants.
To make our transfer room extra special, we'll want to install a positive pressure airflow system. This system is designed to keep the air inside the room cleaner than the air outside. This means that the air pressure inside the room is higher than the pressure outside. The higher pressure ensures that when the door is opened, clean air flows out, preventing any dirty air from entering. So when we open the door, clean air flows out and dirty air can't get in. This is a simple yet effective way to maintain a sterile environment.
We can also use sticky mats on the floor to trap any dust or dirt on our shoes. These mats are specially designed to capture particles that might otherwise be carried into the clean room. Think of it like a giant welcome mat for clean air and happy plants. These mats are an additional layer of protection, ensuring that our plants remain in the best possible environment. In addition to the positive pressure system and sticky mats, it's also important to follow strict clean room procedures. This includes wearing appropriate lab attire, such as lab coats, gloves, and hairnets, to further reduce the risk of contamination. By combining these elements, positive pressure airflow, sticky mats, and proper attire, we create an environment where our plants can thrive without the threat of contamination. This meticulous attention to detail is what sets a successful laboratory apart. So, as you set up your special room for moving plants, remember that every small step you take to maintain cleanliness and sterility makes a big difference. Your plants will thank you for it by growing healthier and stronger. With these measures in place, you can be confident that your transfer room will be a safe haven for your plants, ensuring their successful growth and development. And there you have it, a comprehensive guide to building a special room for moving plants. Happy growing.
Section 5. Creating the perfect place for plants to grow. Our plants have moved into their new homes, and now it's time to create the perfect environment for them to thrive.
This means controlling the temperature, humidity and light levels in our culture room. We can use special growth chambers or even repurpose old refrigerators to create the ideal climate for our plants. Just like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, we want everything to be just right.
We'll also need to make sure our plants are getting the right amount of light. Some plants prefer bright light, while others prefer to chill in the shade. We can use grow lights to supplement natural sunlight and give our plants the energy they need to grow big and strong. Section 6. Keeping track of our plant experiments. As scientists, it's incredibly important to keep track of our experiments. We need to record everything from the type of plants we're growing to the specific conditions in our culture room. This will help us to learn from our mistakes and repeat our successes more effectively.
We can keep track of our data using notebooks, spreadsheets, or even specialized software designed for research. The important thing is to be consistent and organized in our approach. Think of it like keeping a detailed diary for our plants. We can write down our observations, take pictures, and track their growth over time meticulously. This will help us to become better plant scientists and maybe even discover something new and exciting.
Section 7. The rewards of our plant lab. Congratulations, science fans. We've successfully set up our very own plant tissue culture lab. It was a lot of work, but it was worth it. Now we can explore the fascinating world of plants at a whole new level. Not only is plant tissue culture a lot of fun, but it can also be financially rewarding. We can use our lab to propagate rare and valuable plants, conduct research, or even start our own plant business. But most importantly, our lab is a testament to our curiosity and our passion for science. And who knows what amazing discoveries we'll make along the way. Keep on experimenting and never stop learning.